And maybe we can sit and chat for a while. Are you feeling misunderstood? And nothing's going good in your hood. But in the basement where the record goes out. In the basement where the let me pour you a dream. In the basement where the just relax so you feel. In the basement where when you need a good friend. In the basement where a friend to the end. In the basement where when the truth comes out. We're in the basement, in the basement where in the basement, in the basement where.
Hey everybody, I would like to invite you to another live stream of In the Basement with Mclemore, where the truth comes out. And today is Monday, and we're going to be down in that basement with Mclemore, and I tell you all, the truth is going to come out. And we're going to welcome Steve Dunagan today. Steve is going to set in and be the co-host, and you know he has so much to talk about. But before we get into the meat of the show, you know we have to welcome our sponsors, and we have some great sponsors today. So we're going to start off with number one, none other than somebody on the South Side, better known as Captain Hard Times.
So, Creole and American food from breakfast to dinner, plus cocktails on a Sunday brunch and casual digs. Sounds like Josephine Southern Cooking to me. To own a restaurant is a labor of love. To own a soul food restaurant for 35 years is to be a service to people in a manner that extends beyond the bounds of hospitality. Josephine Southern Cooking, the place to come and have a fantastic down-home Southern meal. Josephine Southern Cooking, 436 East 79th Street, Chicago, Illinois. Also known as Captain Hard Time. So, Creole. Transformation is a courageous and necessary act. Set a course for the future. Discover your organization's true potential. Contact Dr. Regina Armor and find the tools, structure, and organizational techniques to improve your bottom line and fulfill your mission. Contact Dr. Regina Armor at The Armor Group. www.armourgrp.net. That's www.armourgrp.net. Inspired by capturing people in their natural state, James Washington is Maseo's Photo, a Chicago-based photography studio specializing in portraits, headshots, weddings, lifestyle, and commercial photography. Contact James Washington at 708-568-1421 or hit him up on the website at MaseoPhotos.net. That's MaseoPhoto.net. James Washington, Maseo's Photo.
And hi, my name is Katie Lowe, and I'd like to welcome you to In the Basement with Mclemore. And here is none other than Bryant Mclemore Smith and his great co-host, Steve Dunagan.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. What's up, friend?
Hey, friend, how are you?
How are you? I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I was making sure I wasn't late to my own show in my own house. So you know how that goes.
Yes. I'm here in the office and was supposed to be at home.
Oh, yeah, I remember. You know what? Never works out the way it is. I'm so glad. At least you're in the office and it's very bright there. You look really good. So other than that, how's your
Thank
day
you.
going?
Pretty good. Busy, busy, busy. Sidebar, if you don't mind me telling this, people should get their STI screenings this year. Syphilis rates are going sky high.
Wow, syphilis is back?
Never went anywhere.
Wow. So listen, this is a man that's giving you guys a disclaimer. Don't get your STD, your sexual transmitted disease
Yes.
test. So why do you think that is? Is that because people are having COVID sex?
You know what? I don't know, and I'm speaking unofficially as a public health worker. So unofficially, I think it just seems to have had something to do with COVID. A lot of new cases now indicate infection early part of the year, and this is just me personally, think that after the beginning of the year or after 2020, people were just number one. A lot of the early people started to get vaccinated a lot earlier, and I think they just decided to go buck wild. People in general were tired of being inside and staying away from people, and just decided that they were going to quote unquote get it in, and it's all showing now.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. I mean, just like they said that the pregnancy rate was going to really spike when it comes time for all those COVID babies to be born. I think it was like the November months, October, November, December. You know, from COVID. So we'll see what happens with that. So
Yes.
I mean, the perfect piggyback to. You know, the topic that I wanted to bring up as well about the country opening up, of course. They're, you know, taking off their masks, and, you know, the public is going without their protection, so to speak, which they've had over the last year. And I saw something on the news where even the common cold had been dispelled for a while from us wearing masks. So what is your take on that, man? They're gonna open up everything, and everybody's gonna be like, "Hey, y'all, kissing and hugging and slobbering." What about the people that didn't get the shot?
I really just think it's too soon. I've got some stats that we can discuss later after this, but I think it's too soon, and the stats will show that. I think about me personally, and I'm vaccinated. Finished my second was on April 3rd, so I've been vaccinated for a while. I think it's too soon, and I just, like, when I go out, I put the mask on, and then when I get out, I haven't gone to any place that's really densely populated, like a concert or anything like that. I've been outside for the most part, but walking around in, say, downtown Philadelphia, where it's really busy. And I think I should have the mask on, so I put it on, and then no one else has one on. Not that I should follow them, but then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm protected. So do I really need to have it on? And when you go in, the place says if you have been fully vaccinated, you do not have to wear a mask.
Right.
And so I don't have to, but I tend to go in stores, and I put it on when I go inside of stores.
Well, you know what? That's interesting that you said there's a sign there that says if you've been vaccinated, then you don't have to wear a mask. My biggest thing is because, you know, my mask is like a part of my outfit now. So it's like in my pocket or just, you know, loosely hooked around my chin. But my thing is for the people that really didn't get vaccinated, and they're just tired of wearing masks, and they're just going in with the other people, and then there's no way to really to detect who's what and who's who, except for by the honor system. And,
Right.
And believe that the honor system was going to work, then why were there people out there trying to get a fake COVID card. Like,
Right.
they were in these cards saying that I got, that you got tested so that they could, point and just recently being on the film set, they wanted you to have your COVID card.
That makes sense.
So that you can not only, mingle. We're going to be working in close proximity with each other, but they want you to have your card. So I don't know how that's going to work. Give me some stats on what's happening.
Okay. From CIDRAP, the Center for Infectious Disease Research and Policy, 2021 deaths have surpassed 2020 totals.
Wow.
As of 6/10/21, there were 1,880,146 deaths.
Wow.
For the total for 2020, there were 1,880,510 deaths.
Wow. Wow.
So
how is this? So wait, I'm confused. Did anything help?
Did anything help? And the hardest hit countries were South America. Well, that's the continent. Brazil and Colombia were a couple of the countries that were named. And the United States and India are the three hardest hit areas.
Wow.
United States, where we are.
Wow.
India.
I don't think that something is working like those numbers. You know what, Steve, is really interesting. That's why I wanted to talk about it. I'm so glad that you got that research. It's because nobody's talking about that disproportionate number on the news or on the radio or anywhere else. Like, where will we get this information unless we were smart enough to go look?
I would go to cdc.gov.
Okay.
I would go to the World Health Organization. That's two. And this one that I'll name, it's CIDR.
CIDR. You froze. You're frozen and I'm not. CIDR, and what was after the CIDR?
AP.
CIDRAP. What does that stand for?
Center for Infectious Disease Research and Policy.
Wow. Okay, you folks, you heard it right here. So the CDC.gov, worldhealth.gov, is that .gov as well with World Health?
That I don't. Let me check right quick.
Yeah, no, World Health.
Yeah,
You guys
just Google. Just Google.
Yeah, they're adult enough. Let them Google it. World Health. So we wanted to just put that bug in your ear, kids. It doesn't sound like something is working. My suggestion to everybody is that you continue to protect yourself and that you limit yourself from being a freak and like hopping on planes and doing a bunch of deep stuff. I mean, I have the fever as well. I had cabin fever, and I've had a chance to, to get out just a little bit. I, went to Denver, but I was really cautious in the airport, and I've been vaccinated for several months. I had to because I work with senior citizens with Alzheimer's, and I'm working on film projects. So, I not only don't want to be that callous enough to just show up on the set and, something wrong with me, and I pass it on to all the actors and all the crew, and we're using microphones and stuff like that, so I don't think that's fair.
That would be horrible.
No. FYI, this stuff we're just telling you off the cuff. Don't call Steve's job, and don't email, do nothing extra. Talk about professional Dr. Steve Dunagan said on In the Basement. Right, don't you give my buddy in trouble with no crap. We're just trying to be informative here on In the Basement with the Mclemore. So if you guys are feeling like nobody loves you and you're feeling misunderstood, we got a hug and a smile waiting for you. I wanted to just really quick before we start bringing on our guests, we've got some amazing people that I've invited on from the cast and the crew from the film Long Division, which I just recently was off of, just recently finished.
But more than that, I was really sort of. Oh, I'm sorry. What is
Well,
it?
just a couple more important pieces to tack on to the COVID information.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We definitely have to talk about the new variant.
Yes.
So
Oh, thank you.
yeah,
That's
so
Lowe.
the variant that we were all fighting against last year was the Alpha variant.
Okay.
The newest one that has become more dominant now is called the Delta variant. And in the United States, it is taken over as the more numerous rates in the United States. 51.7% during the last 2 weeks before July 3rd were all of new cases. I'm sorry, were of the Delta variant variety.
And was that United States numbers?
United States. In the UK, they report that more than 90% of their new cases this year are
Wow.
the Delta variant.
Wow. I'm starting to really get confused as to did we just rush through to take the shot, and then are we gonna have to like every other week get another shot for something that's coming up next, and then and my question is that I know that, well, this is not even a question, this is a comment. Like,
Mhm.
if these numbers are here for public information, and people are usually just listen to the masses, they listen to their radio station, they listen to the 7, 9, channel 32, or they listen to whatever radio station, but none of this information is on there. Nobody said the thing like, good luck.
I in my stations here in New Jersey, I hear it. It's told. It's told here on the East Coast. I hear it. Do they go into in depth? Not on these stations, but probably if you look at CNN, you would hear it. Like I heard Dr. Fauci say yesterday that, or remind people that yes, the variant is starting to take over, but our vaccinations protect us, and so that's why it's important that people who are sitting around. I don't know. I don't understand the people that are deciding not to. Are they waiting? I think they're waiting for the herd immunity and thinking that if the majority have it, they'll be okay. I
Yeah.
just can't understand that.
No, that doesn't make sense. Well, okay, thank you, Steve. We might have to call you Dr. Steve, because you've got a whole lot of information, and I bet, and I will stand corrected, that I don't watch a lot of local television, so I listen to the news radio, and I do hear some bits and pieces of it, but not as in depth. So we're gonna move along, because we've got an amazing group of people. I want to make sure that they all get time to be heard. They're all hiding in the back room right now. One other thing, what do you think about Bill Porter and his 14-year silence about his HIV status? I mean, I thought, I read the information, I saw the interview on Tamara Hall, and I was actually brought to tears because that stuff hit so close to home, being part of that same gender-loving community, and also knowing people that had passed away from AIDS, and then of course the current depictions of a lifestyle that you and I actually lived, and we can just go back and throw a dart and hit so many people, so many amazing people that we lost during the early parts of the AIDS epidemic, and even at that time there was a giant book that was traveling. So what's your take on it? I think I commend him and give him a round of applause, because
I agree.
it's long overdue.
I agree too. I thought it was brave. Him being the big star that he is now, because years ago, that could be very detrimental to not that at the height of his popularity. And I think one thing, the HIV epidemic has been going on for a long time. Two, it's very manageable, and people like myself in the healthcare field work very hard to erase stigma against people who are HIV positive. We try to erase stigma by making HIV testing a part of your regular routine screening. It should be tested for that, just like your STDs, just like everything else with all your other tests to find out. I think him being on that show and it being cat.
You got frozen for a minute. It being casted around the time probably that you were going to say that it was.
In the 90s, and I think he thought, "Wow, I'm doing this. I've got an HIV diagnosis on the set of this movie."
Steve, you got frozen.
I don't know what's going on with that. It's just happening.
That's all right. Remember for a whole show.
Yes.
I was like, so you said that to get that mirror that image of him really actually being cast in a role of something that was true to life, like it literally was him, and that's why I think that he was able to bring his emotions as well into that particular scene. Because most of the episodes of Pose, I cried.
Yeah, that broke my heart, and then it broke my heart because I lost my best friend in '92, and I didn't know we didn't know what was going on. We just knew we were dropping. Our friends were just dropping, and it broke my heart. And so when I found out about his revelation that he really was HIV positive, I felt so bad for him, but then I felt very encouraged, and I felt what's the word? Because he's the type of performer and person that lives his truth, I'm not surprised. And I'm sure he strengthened a lot of men, especially African American men, to say, you know what, this is what it is. I've lived with this. I am fine. I am healthy, and I have moved on in my life and become what I really wanted to be, a star in the entertainment business.
Yeah, and being able to wear his sexuality in his back pocket instead of his front. He just comes out. He's unabashedly very brave of who he is, and just in the article too, he was really concerned about his mom. And his mom, when he finally went and told his mom, she's like, "Why did you do that? I loved you unconditionally. Why you have to wait 14 years to tell me?" And then she said, "And don't do that again." So all of the time that he was trying to save her feelings. So I just that being a good segue, we're gonna start bringing our guests on. Our time is moving real quick. I want to bring. Did you have anything else, Steve?
No, I am good. Let's bring on these talented folks.
Thank you so much for my information. I love you, bestie. This is exciting.
Love you, brother. Love you, brother.
So we're going to bring on Mr. Velasquez. I think Daniel is waiting in the back room. I'm going to bring him on first from... hey, Daniel.
Hi there. Hello. Good afternoon.
Daniel, Steve, up in the upper corner. Steve, that's Daniel down there.
Hi, Steve.
So
hey, Daniel.
What was that you said? What did you say?
Thank you for taking time out to spend a few minutes in the basement with Mclemore where the truth comes out, see what we can get out of it. So are you, what tribe do you identify with? Is it cool that we talk, openly here because, me and Steve are from the same gender-loving community? Are you?
I am gay as well, yes.
Okay, all right, come on, actor. So you're an actor and a model mainly, and tell me a little bit about what you've been doing.
Well, especially lately, with how the business has been, it's trying to get every job that we can get and the opportunities that come our way. It's like, cool, great. It doesn't really matter if it's a lot of pay or not. We want, a booking is a booking. It's another opportunity to be seen out and about. So. I've had a few good ones thankfully come through that are hopefully going to be able to ride me through the summertime. Hopefully get some more good little PR here soon.
Good. Well, I checked you out. You've got some amazing pictures, and I was very pleased that they brought. I told one of the producers on the show, and I said, "Hey, if you don't get more good-looking guys on the show, I'm quitting." So.
Self-serving.
So I'm like, I love my girls. There's a bunch of beautiful women on there all the time. I get to see everybody naked. That's just the perks of being a costume designer. The first thing you do is take it off, honey. And, the people, there's nothing you can do but start unzipping and unbuttoning. I'm like, put this on, take this off, lay this down. All right, they're ready, folks. Get them out of here. So I was glad, Daniel, that you were cast in Long Division. What role did you get? And did you go through your agency?
Yes, it was booked through my agency, and I'm actually forget the name of the gentleman that I think is.
Yeah, don't worry. I saw you. I'm supposed to know it. I have you on a sheet here, but yeah,
I'm like, yeah. I was very safe. It's something that, to speak on that, it's timing. And a friend of mine who is an actor here in Chicago, I was up for a role that was shooting in St. Paul that it actually got tabled into the fall, even though I was really excited about it. It was a role that was actually a character that was literally myself, like a gay, Hispanic, 25-year-old living in Chicago, and there was like some Asian American pull into that, and I've dated, a couple different Asian ethnicity people in my past, and it was just kind of one of those things where he was like, it's okay, it happens, because the day before something happens, or so shoot, you might get a call, you never know. And this was literally at 1:47 in the afternoon as I'm sitting here on my kitchen table. And I get a text from, the agent at Lily. It's like, hey, are you maybe available tonight by chance? The actor got sick, and can you do this? And I was like, I'll make it work. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Your character's name was Jonah.
Jonah, yes.
Your character's name was Jonas. And, and you did really well. It was just
Thank
really
you.
exciting. I want to bring Audrey on. Is Audrey in the back room? And I know I got Melissa DuPrey in the back. Let's, Daniel, hang out with us for a little bit. We're going to bring on some of your co-actors.
Absolutely.
I just want to... Hi, Audrey.
Hello, darling. Hold on. Hi, everybody.
Oh, there are those orange glasses. I remember those orange glasses.
The orange glasses. So, everybody, this is my bestie up top, Steve Dunagan.
Hey, everybody.
Bestie with testes.
Hey. Bestie with testes.
And Melissa DuPrey and Miss Audrey Allen from just recently the film Long Division, but also from life. Like, I've worked with Melissa in the past, and, we're all from the same circles. And Audrey, I just want to let's go with you first. I want to talk about the Audrey that I got was playing the grandma. And girl, you showed up looking so beautiful and so young. And by the time they got Grandma sick, I think your name was Anna, and then you became Emma.
You're right, baby. They had me in the room. Yes, Emma. Grandma Emma. Mm-hmm. That's what they told me. Grandma Emma. And I was sick. I was very sick.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Ella, yeah.
Ella. And then because somebody said the wrong name, in the middle of the movie, we had to change your name to Emma.
Right.
That movie was so wild.
I know it. Oh, Melissa, I know you got a story. Audrey, tell me a little bit about your background. You're an actress. You do a bunch of things. Give us a little shout out for yourself.
Well, Audrey Allen, I've been SAG since '94. SAG-AFTRA member. And my biggest accomplishment, I was the campaign hero for Crystal.
Oh, yeah.
I had a commercial that ran for like 18 months.
Nice.
And so I'm just happy to be a part of it's exciting to be part of a feature film that's being promoted, and it's going to win an Oscar. It's going to win an Oscar.
Yes.
But yes, I'm excited. Work has not been, it's been slow, but I'm grateful for what I do have. And right now, I'm here now in Long Division.
Good. And are you a Chicago resident?
Yes, based in Chicago all my life. I'm a new grandma and been a wife.
Congratulations.
Ooh, fun.
And I celebrated my 36th wedding anniversary last April.
What?
And I'm really from Jamaica. I love Jamaica. I'm Jamaican.
Wow. 30.
Beautiful.
That's a great accomplishment. I had a chance to work with you on the film, and your personality and your you've got a switch on, honey, because you changed from this Audrey that I got on the show to the sick and ailing grandma Audrey. And I was like, where is Audrey? But baby, we dressed you brought your things, and we brought it. And I so enjoyed you guys. I hope you I wear a bunch of hats. Usually on my show, I'll pile up some hats and like keep changing them. But I was just too tired to flip you guys out today. I'll wait till I get you on the next show. So Melissa DuPrey, my darling Melissa.
Hi.
Sweetheart.
I'm great, blessed.
What
I'm sorry?
character did you play on?
What character? I
What did you
played
play?
Dana. So the movie Long Division revolves around a couple trying to navigate a very messy divorce during the times of COVID. And the lead actor, Bella's best friend, Dana, plants a seed in Bella's head that they can probably get this resolved if we break into the house. And so I implant the idea and everything just falls downhill from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. It was so hilarious. They're in these dresses out in the street trying to
Chasing after lips. I did my own stunts.
Wow.
I had to do, and we got rained on the first day. The first day on set was doing all my outdoor scenes, and it was raining. And the house that we were filming in did not have air conditioning, and it was a humid, musty, wet, damp mess. It's fun.
It was a lot. Remember, my costume department was in the basement. You know, I had to doll it up, turn it up there, and rebuild it. We were down there swatting flies and killing spiders, and just making it seem like it was amazing. Though this is what happens when you are working in production and you just have stuff to do. Melissa, what are you doing? Also, I know that you're producing and doing some things around Chicago. Give us a heads up on what's going on with you.
Well, Long Division was my third project that I filmed just coming back home from Los Angeles in May. So between like May and when that wrapped, there was back-to-back projects, and thankfully they all kind of happened popcorn one right after the other. That way I have a couple weeks of actual hiatus from Grey's Anatomy before I head back to LA in August to return for the next season. So hopefully I will be doing nothing if my self-care will actually allow me to say no to stuff. But no, my self-care is actually not letting me say no to a lot of things. I'm doing a reading for the Court Theater for a new piece by Nambi E. Kelly, and but that's about it. Everything else is just like resting.
Well, good.
That's why you can.
I don't want to forget to bring Tyra deep into the picture because Tyra is in the back room waiting, and hopefully Barry Brewer is called in. Katie, could you bring in Tyra? Because I got a phone call and it's probably
Yes, Miss Tyra.
Yes, Tyra. Tyra, put your picture up there, girl. Hi, Tyra. She went away.
So close. There she is.
Hey.
Quickly.
How y'all doing?
Hi. Welcome.
Hey.
So, Tyra, I just wanted to thank you as well. Now, Tyra, who is a vocalist, and we're going to hear something from her in just a little bit, worked as a set PA on Long Division and was very efficient working them hours. And this little beautiful thing was dragging coolers and food and running up and down stairs.
Running lines with me for filming.
Working hard.
I could tell, Tyra, that you were an actress by the way you ran lines with everybody, because they always called you to and you changed up personality, baby, on that line reading. tell us a little bit about yourself, lady.
Well, yes, I was reading lines there, but I am an actress, and actually, if you guys watch The Shy, you would have seen me on the latest episode. I actually, yes, Melissa. Thank you. This was my first episodic. I was super excited to be on the show. Man, it was just a dream come true, y'all. I've been acting since I was like really little. I've done like other feature films and like short films and stuff like that. I also direct my own projects. I want to show y'all my music video that I wrote and directed. But
Get it.
Okay, girl.
Yes. We love to see Black women in power.
Yeah. I'm a recent graduate. I just graduated college in February. I got my BFA in Performing Arts with concentration in music.
Congratulations.
Yes. Performing arts degree. Go, girl.
Yes.
Go, girl. I'm so proud of you. Your personality is
Very good.
Thank you.
to have you
Great.
as well. What are we going to hear from you? Give us a little bit of stuff on the song, and then let's get a listen. First, let me just say this to all of you, and also to Katie. I want to see if Barry Brewer is in the back. If he is, if there's anybody else back there, just bring them all on, Katie. And if not, give her a second.
Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys my music video. It's called Love or Less. It's written and directed by me. So yeah, if you've ever been in a situationship or whatever, and you want somebody to stop lying, if you got a girl at home, just leave me alone. I don't want to deal with it, baby. I don't want to deal with it. So I'm going to show y'all my music video.
I got kicked out of my own. I got kicked out of my own show. I was out in the back room like, hey, I'm supposed to be at least on my own show.
You know those showbiz types, they'll move you out the way.
Wow.
Right.
Can you guys see?
So Tyra, we're ready for you. Tell me about this song we're about to hear, and tell us to share.
Yes, so the name of the song is called Love or Lust, and it's literally what the title says. Is it love or is it lust? Which one is it, baby? If you got a girlfriend, you got somebody else on the side or whatever, baby, I'm not playing with nobody. Either I'm the one or not the two. So, this is it.
Okay, girl.
Here we go.
Okay, baby, I'm leaving for the weekend.
All right, baby. Leave. That's legit.
Is it on your screens, everybody?
No.
Okay.
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
No, when you go to share, make sure you click on the appropriate tab for your YouTube.
Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh. Okay.
And then add that to, there you go.
There you go.
There it is.
And make it full screen.
There we go.
Excellent.
Okay, ready?
Okay, baby, I'm leaving for the weekend.
All right, baby. Leave. That's legit.
Hey.
Hello, ladies. You look good. Where you going?
Thank you. I'm just going out with some friends. What's up?
Wow. So look like her.
My bad. I can see you anytime.
What you doing this weekend? She'll pull up on me.
I don't really have any plans.
Oh, wait. I just like the other day, though. You must miss me. Wow, you see me, you didn't speak. Are you saying you don't miss me?
Shut up. You know I do.
You should pull up on me this weekend. Try to see you.
I'm trying to see you too. Y'all think about it.
All right, get up with it.
Alright.
All right.
Oh, that one is.
I wasn't expecting that.
That was pretty lusty throughout. I mean, like, babe.
Yeah.
First of all, these stocking ass, and are women still fighting other women for the shit that the men do? Like, are we still doing that in 2021? Because you got slapped with the pillow first. All I know is, like, hold up. Yes, I would probably do the same, but also, wait.
Light his ass up.
I want to say for congratulations on your production. I mean, it was
Thank you.
Very nice.
It was shot very well. I mean, you hit setups very well. And this costume girl, without me, you did a good job.
Yes. You are a multifaceted artist. I just want to speak truth to power to your ability to write, direct, perform, have vision, also be PA on other projects, like knowing that you badass.